Hello students, in the present video I want to tell you the physical properties of ethers. Okay, so let us see the first point. Among ethers, dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ether are in the gaseous phase. Dimethyl ether means two methyl groups attached to the oxygen atom, and ethyl methyl ether means one ethyl group and one methyl group attached to oxygen atom. So these two are in gaseous form, that means they exist as gases, and rest all the other ethers are liquids which do not possess any color, and also they have sweet smell. Okay, this is your first point under physical properties of ethers. Okay students, the first point you are supposed to write: among ethers, dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ether are gases, and rest all others are liquids which are colorless, that means they do not possess any color, and also they possess sweet smell or pleasant smell. Coming to the second point, they are partially soluble in water. Why they are partially soluble in water? So you know the general formula of ether is ROR. And what is water? H2O or HOH. Okay. So now it was observed that ethers are sparingly soluble in water. The reason for this is the oxygen atom in ether is capable of forming hydrogen bond with the hydrogen of water. Carefully once again students, their oxygen atom means the oxygen in ethers is capable of forming hydrogen bond with hydrogen of water. So hence we say that they are partially soluble in water. So this is your second point. Next, third point, coming to their boiling points. Their boiling points are much lower than the corresponding alcohols. So we have seen that they are isomeric with alcohols in the introduction video. Okay, so here comparing the boiling points of ethers and alcohols, the boiling points of ethers are much lower than the corresponding alcohols. Okay, so just don't write this point and leave it. You should mention the reason for this. The reason is, see students, either is ROR and alcohol is ROH. Okay, so if you take two ether molecules, there is no hydrogen on oxygen. So there is no chance of forming intermolecular hydrogen bonds between ethers. What is intermolecular means? Between two molecules. Okay, due to the absence of oxygen, hydrogen on oxygen in ether, they cannot form intermolecular hydrogen bonds, okay, because of the absence of OH group. But take two alcohols, ROH and ROH. Okay, so the hydrogen on oxygen of one alcohol can form hydrogen bond with oxygen of the second alcohol. Okay, therefore in alcohols there is chance for the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds, but in ethers there is no chance for the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Okay, so what is happening? Because of this, the boiling points of ethers are much lower than the corresponding alcohols. Okay, students, understood this point? Second one is they are partially soluble in water. Why? Because the oxygen atom in ether can form a hydrogen bond with the hydrogen of water. This is their partial solubility in water. What is third point? Comparing the boiling points of ethers and alcohols. Boiling points of ethers are much lower than that of alcohols. Take two ethers, ROR and ROR. There is no hydrogen on the oxygen atom. So there is no OH group in ethers, because of which they cannot form intermolecular hydrogen bonds. I am saying intermolecular. That means between two ethers there is no chance of formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Now take two alcohols, ROH and ROH. There is presence of OH group. So there is chance for the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds between two alcohols. Okay. Hence the boiling points of alcohols are much higher than the boiling points of ethers. Okay. Now the last point, look at the structure of ROR. It's not looking linear, right? That means the bond angle is not 180 degrees and the bond angle in ethers was found to be 110 degrees. What's the meaning? That means the molecule is slightly bent. And also here it is mentioned about the dipole moment. The carbon-oxygen bond is a polar group and hence the dipole moments of the two carbon-oxygen bonds, they do not cancel each other. What is the reason for this? Because it is not linear. Okay. So the dipole moments of the two carbon-oxygen bonds, they do not cancel each. That means it is not becoming zero. Either possess some net dipole moment. Okay. And for example, diethyl ether has a dipole moment of 1.18 D. First, let me tell you something about dipole moment. You need not write here, students, what dipole moment is and what is this D and all. Okay. Just for your information sake, as we have come across dipole moment in this topic, I am telling you. Dipole moment means, see, we are saying the carbon-oxygen bond is slightly polar. Okay. So the degree of polarity is measured in terms of dipole moment. Okay. The degree of polarity in terms of dipole moment, which is denoted by the letter mu. And this mu is equal to, how do we get this dipole moment? It is equal to charge into distance. That is electrical charge into the distance between the centers of two nuclei. Okay. So simply we can say mu is equal to charge E into distance D. Okay. Now here we mentioned diethyl ether has a dipole moment of 1.18 D. What is this D? This D is nothing but, we call it as Debye unit and its value is 10 power minus 18. Okay. So I told you now, students, the degree of polarity is measured in terms of dipole moment and mu is equal to electrical charge E into internuclear distance D. Okay. So generally the electronic charge or the electrical charge is of the order 10 power minus 10 electrostatic units and the internuclear distance is measured in angstrom units and also we say that it is of the order 10 power minus 8 centimeters. Okay. Again, what is mu? Mu is equal to charge into internuclear distance. So this charge is of the order 10 power minus 10 electrostatic units and distance is of the order 10 power minus 8 centimeters. Now what is mu? Mu is equal to E into D. E value is 10 power minus 10. D value is 10 power minus 8. So 10 power 10 minus 10 into 10 power minus 8 is equal to how much? 10 power minus 18. Okay, students. So the value of dipole moment of molecules will be 10 power minus 18. So this 10 power minus 18 or the quantity 10 power minus 18 is said to be Debye unit and this is denoted by the symbol D. Okay. So here diethyl ether's dipole moment is 1.18 D, means 1.18 into 10 power minus 18. Okay. Understood? Am I clear, students, to you? Fine. So don't write all about dipole moment here. Just mention that it is slightly bent and its bond angle is found to be 110 degrees. Okay. And as it is not linear, the dipole moments of the two carbon-oxygen bonds, they do not cancel each other, but they possess small net dipole moment. Okay. So for example, diethyl ether has a dipole moment of 1.18 D. Okay, students, just for your information sake, I have given you what dipole moment is and how it is measured. Fine. Okay. So these are all the physical properties of ethers. Understood, students? So watch the complete video, note down all the points, and those who are viewing the channel for the first time, please tell your friends, tell them to subscribe. You also subscribe, because whenever I upload a new video, you can be notified. Okay. Thank you.